Alright, so it was once a dark and stormy 5:42 p.m. But it is actually storming a little bit, so that's any background noise that you hear. So, what if the megalodon was hiding in the Mariana Trench? I've gotten asked this question a few times by some friends of mine. It can't happen, and at the end of the video, I'll explain why a little bit more in detail. But, it's a question that people ask, and you know what, I'm going to respond to this with a completely open mind, because people have said, like, well, how are you going to have your mind changed if you don't go into it with an open mind? So I'll have a completely open mind about it, but I do not expect my mind to be changed. So, let's see, what if it was hiding? That's just bad CGI.
You are in the
not even
deepest
CGI,
part
that
of
was
our
just
oceans,
animated.
The Mariana Trench.
That's bad CGI.
Suddenly, your sub experiences an earthquake, and when you look outside, you see the terrifying source
God,
of it.
that movie was so
There's
bad,
no
too.
mistaking the 15-centimeter teeth of the largest apex predator, the megalodon. Getting bitten by the...
This man just showed a balloon, a blow-up doll of a megalodon. That is great. That was from a Mythbusters episode, too. I love that. That is just...
Beast would feel like being crushed by 3 African elephants stacked on top of each
I think
other.
you'd just be fucking dead at that point.
What
I could be
could
wrong,
this
but,
apex
maybe.
predator be hunting in the deep?
Not a lot.
How could it withstand the immense pressure?
It couldn't, but let's see if you can change my
How
mind.
would the Mariana Trench make this apex predator more docile? This is What If, and here's what would happen if the megalodon was hiding in the Mariana Trench.
Mariana, but
You know,
call
we
off
know
King.
more about the surface of Mars than we do about our ocean.
No! Okay, you can look through a fucking telescope and you can just look at basically all of Mars. Like, the surface, yeah. But you dig like 1 inch deep, no one knows shit. Okay, also, no, we know a lot more about our ocean than people give us credit for. I'll explain more on that later, too. I've explained a lot about that in other videos, so go ahead and check them out.
Of our oceans explored? Who's to say no ancient
First off, that's not fucking true. I've explained more in other videos, go watch them if you want to know.
predators are hiding somewhere deep underwater? The deepest part of the Mariana Trench?
Mariana Trench,
Challenger Deep,
but whatever.
stretches 10,984 meters down. You could submerge Mount Everest into it and still have 2 kilometers to spare.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that sounds like plenty of parking space for a megalodon.
No,
too.
the fuck it doesn't.
But the Mariana Trench is a mysterious, cold, and unforgiving world.
Yes, it is.
In total darkness.
Yeah.
The temperature hovers around 2 degrees Celsius all year round. At its worst, the pressure is 1,000 times stronger than at sea level. So, what if the largest apex predator never went extinct like we thought it did?
If the megalodon went to the fucking deepest part of the ocean in the Mariana Trench, which I don't know why all these fucking conspiracy channels are like, they always go to the Mariana Trench for everything. I mean, I guess that's just because the deepest thing that they know about. But, like, there's lots of other crevices and caves and dark places down in the ocean that they could say, but no, every single one of them is always the Mariana Trench. I fucking hate it. But, it would get turned into shark soup because it's too big and not built to be able to live in that. It would get turned into fucking shark soup. It wouldn't be able to move, breathe, or hunt, and it would die. Also, it couldn't withstand those temperatures. So it would be dead 10 ways from Sunday.
What if it adapted to this hostile environment? Waiting.
Okay, but why? Why would it? It has no reason to. If there's less food down there, then it would have no reason to adapt. People didn't just come along and the megalodon was scared, so it had to go hide. It's a shark. Sharks don't really do that. They don't feel the fear the way humans do. Okay? It's not like, I want all of these stupid idiots to think that I'm dead, but I'm really not, and just having a ha-ha, hee-hee, lol, so random funny, XD, underwater. No, they just want food, and they want to survive. They wouldn't adapt to a place where it's completely out of their ordinary, where there's less food. Like, it would be like, hey, Do you want this money? No, I don't want this money. All right, you can have a $100 bill or a $1 bill. I'm gonna take $1 bill, you dumbass. I know what's up. And you take that $1 bill, and you get pissed at the person because you don't have a $100 bill. You see how that doesn't make sense? Like, you made the choice consciously to take that $1 bill. There's like $1 worth of food down there, $100 worth of food up here, right? This is how I'm gonna put it into an analogy. It's not gonna make sense for you to go down where there's less food to a place where there is up that you're already used to where there is a lot of food. The megalodon just ran out of food, period.
For you,
and it died.
Come by for its dinner.
No one's going down there. You get turned into human soup.
Megalodon was tearing into the equivalent of 1.5 cows a day.
Why is that? That's your
diet
measurement. Wait, hold on. What did you say it was?
Tearing into the equivalent of 1.5 cows a day.
One megalodon ate so much more than fucking 1.5 cows. One megalodon ate a fuck ton. Like, maybe if you had an entire goddamn cattle farm, it might be happy with that for, like, depending on the size of your cattle farm, a few days or one day. Megalodons ate a shit ton of food, dude. They were constantly moving. They constantly burn calories, like all sharks. They're constantly fucking food.
But this diet plan...
Yeah, how one whale is 1.5 fucking cows. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because sunlight doesn't reach the depth of the Mariana Trench, there isn't any photosynthesis, and no photosynthesis means not much food.
No shit.
Animals of the deep sea often live by scavenging on the decaying remains of plants and animals from the upper zones of the earth.
And they all have one thing in common. Everything down there is really fucking small, or it's some sort of a filter feeder, or it just doesn't eat a lot. Megalodons eat a lot, and they're really fucking big. So...
Larger animals sometimes store food in expandable stomachs for months.
Megalodons didn't have that
Others
ability.
cope by being very small.
That's a jellyfish.
Eating less food to survive.
That's...
So, if our megalodon was close to its prehistoric size, it would probably be a few thousand years old. And it could have the Portuguese dogfish and the Greenland shark on the menu. The megalodon would...
No, it couldn't. It couldn't, because they're not nearly big enough, and there's not nearly enough of them. There's not a lot of Greenland sharks. There's dogfish that you'd have to eat them to damn near extinction to support an entire surviving population of megalodon, because it can't just be one. It's got to be at least, like... Do you understand the gestation period of shark mating? There has to be a fuck ton of them. And even if there were only a few, they would be so heavily inbred that they wouldn't be able to do shit. So that means there has to be a whole fucking lot of them down there, and we've just never fucking seen one. Does that make sense to you? Does it? I don't think it does.
Into the upper reaches of the ocean and feed at night. Then return to the deep.
Yes, because at night, people are blind. Did you know that? No one has ever been awake past sunset. Also, all cameras, satellites, and anything that's ever existed past nighttime fucking explodes. Magically reappears whenever the sun rises. It's a fact.
The day. With a bit of luck, our hungry megalodon could even catch some juicy giant squid.
Yeah, except for there's, like, fucking barely any of those alive. Like, there are so few of those. Giant squid are like fucking 1 in 1,000. If that. There's not nearly enough to support a single megalodon, much less an entire population of them.
So, what's stopping it from chomping into your puny 10,700 kilogram submarine? Well, its teeth and bones might not be in great shape. That's
the fuck are you talking about?
With the intense pressure of
it would get
Mariana
turned
Trench,
into shark soup.
Proteins and calcium start to dissolve and disintegrate. The Hadal snailfish, the deepest dwelling fish we know, has flexible cartilage instead of bones. All deep...
No fucking shit. Sharks don't have bones either. It's also fucking cartilage. Eat my ass, bitch.
Also have molecules called piezolites. Their job is to stop the other molecules from being crushed by the pressure. The Mariana Trench megalodon would most definitely need to stock.
And then fucking die, because it would take like hundreds of years, thousands, maybe even millions of years for you to evolve that. And you can't just go down there one day and then magically, boom, I have everything I need to survive. That's not how this works. Evolution is like millions of years. Not overnight.
Up on some of those.
Fucking
To
dipshit.
maintain its body temperature, our megalodon would have to be warm-blooded, and to navigate in total darkness, it would have to either become
So how's it gonna get its warmth, huh? You still haven't explained that.
bioluminescent or grow massive eyes like the giant squid. Its skin could evolve
That's
to
just-
enable more
that's
tactile
not a giant
ways
squid.
of feeling
That's
its way around.
Just a
An expendable
squid.
stomach could
That's
help
a-
it store food.
Why?
And
Why that video?
inward-facing teeth could
Why?
prevent slimy prey from escaping. But with so many custom fittings and edits to its genetic structure, would it still be the terrifying megalodon we know?
No, and it also wouldn't be able to fucking exist, because then it wouldn't be a megalodon now, would it? Also, it can't just magically get those mutations overnight. Megalodons went extinct rapidly. Not nearly enough time. Like, they didn't go extinct gradually over a couple million years to suggest that they just fucking, eventually evolved more and more to go deep sea, which wouldn't make sense to begin with. They're just fucking dead. Not enough food, can't keep it alive, they die.
Most likely not. So, you can plan your trip to the Mariana Trench.
No, you fucking can't, because if you tried, you would get turned into a bowl of goddamn human soup, you stupid asshole. The pressure down there, like he said, is so fucking extreme. You would get turned into human soup!
Knowing you wouldn't
Campbell's
be eaten
human
by a
noodle soup.
gigantic shark. And while you're there, maybe you'd be up for a little research project, like...
Fuck you. No. I already said I was going to explain something, but I forgot what it was. I remember I said I was going to explain something later and further on. Oh yeah, why the megalodon shark could not still exist. Okay, so in the deep ocean, megalodons, first off, they're warm water coastal sharks. That's what they need. They need lots of fucking food, and they need warm water. Deep ocean, very cold. Like he said, it's 2 degrees Celsius, like, year-round. I don't know what Celsius translates to, but I know that everything about Celsius is always fucking cold, okay? God, my camera's flipping and shit. So it wouldn't have the warmth it needs to stay alive. It wouldn't have the fucking... It wouldn't have shit to stay alive. It would just straight up die. Not enough food, not enough warmth, not enough anything. It also doesn't make sense for why it would go down there to begin with. Like, at all. So, that whole theory is kind of debunked. There's... Also, you can tell easily just by, like, sonar and graphing and all kinds of shit, satellite pictures of the ocean to know that, no, the megalodon's not still out there. It is dead. I get why you want to believe that it's still out there, because you think that it'd be fucking cool as shit. But it's not. It sucks that it's not. I'm sorry, conspiracy theorists. It's not alive. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you gotta swallow it nonetheless. Megalodon is not alive. Period. Just plain and simple. And it's not living in the fucking Mariana Trench. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And, how the fuck do I turn this thing off?